Good morning, Iowa. Making news as you start your day with us. He killed her with an infant in the room. That is what prosecutors showed in a Johnston murder case. What happened in the trial of the man accused of killing his girlfriend?
I just let him do it. He says maybe I just should have.
He was the victim of a brutal assault, and this morning his wife is speaking out. Hear her emotional memories of his long struggle.
Plus, I'm Local 5's Brandon Lawrence live in Boone, where flash freezing is beginning. We'll keep you updated on the winter weather coming in today.
Good morning, Iowa. All your weather, traffic, and local news you need to know starts right now.
Good morning, Iowa. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Elias Johnson.
And I'm Sabrina Ahmed. It is 5 o'clock on your Thursday morning.
Welcome back. Welcome to the party here.
Oh, my goodness. I go away for a week and look what happens. It's about to get real bad out there.
Yeah, flash freezing. That's not something that you want to hear after we've had some rain this morning. Let's welcome in everybody this morning, including Taylor Canoost. This is where you earn your money today.
I guess so, yeah. A lot going on this morning. So far in Des Moines, just rain, but the pavement's wet, and all of that is going to turn to ice here in the matter of just a few hours. So we are looking at dangerous driving conditions expected to cross pretty much all of Iowa later on today. We have seen the National Weather Service expand the winter weather advisory to now include the wide majority of Iowa. So those of you in southeast Iowa that may have not had an advisory yesterday, now you do. So Ottumwa, Lamoni, you will likely see some icy conditions along with the rest of us. Winter storm warning is in the area shaded in pink, so that now includes Dallas and Adair counties. So this will really impact portions of the metro as well as we move throughout the morning. Right now, most of us in central Iowa have only seen rain so far, but you head toward areas like Fort Dodge, Carroll, over to Audubon and Atlantic. We're starting to see that transition to a wintry mix, and that will soon switch over to all snow. Your morning tracker looks like this in Des Moines. We should see temperatures drop to and then below freezing probably around 7 o'clock or so, and that's when roads will start to become icy as we move throughout the rest of the morning. Down to 22 at 8 o'clock, 17 degrees at 9 this morning, and I would say by 8 or 9 o'clock, that's when we'll see things switch to all snow, and things are going to be rough on the roads throughout the remainder of the day, guys. Yeah, that's going to be nasty. All right, thank you very much, Taylor. Now we have team coverage this morning of the big story, and of course that is the winter weather forecast. Taylor, of course, keeping track of your most accurate forecast in our Local 5 studios.
Alex Wilson is tracking how this is impacting roads. Her focus today will be in the metro this morning.
Let's get out to meteorologist Brandon Lawrence, who, as we mentioned, is live in Boone, tracking the weather there as well. Good morning, Brandon.
Hey, good morning. Yes, so what's happened here is we've had rain so far this morning, of course, on our drive up I-35 going over to Ames and then Highway 30. But now the temperatures here in Boone County are at freezing or below. So all of the ground is turning to ice. In fact, I was just walking over here, it almost slipped. So keep that in mind. And the water that's on the side of our car is beginning to freeze as well. So right now it is dry. We have pretty windy conditions. And of course, Boone County, just one of many that are under a winter storm warning through the day. Now, I do expect that there will be some snow moving in our direction in the next 30 to 45 minutes, and it'll start to be coming down here in downtown Boone, and couple that with the icy roads could make for some very slick conditions up here in central Iowa. For now, live in downtown Boone, I'm Brandon Lawrence. Local 5 News, we are Iowa.
All right, Brandon, thank you, and try to keep some traction up there. We're also tracking, as we mentioned, the weather impacting commuters right here in central Iowa.
And that's what we'll find Local 5's Alex Wilson joining us from Des Moines. Alex, how are the roads looking this morning?
Good morning, Sabrina, Elias. Yeah, we're here in the metro. We're actually here in the Sherman Hill neighborhood, and my hood's up. It is kind of misty, not a full-on rain, but enough to make these roads here wet, especially here going through neighborhoods. So we've got a puddle right here in front of me. So right now, again, it's not super cold with this rain. We've got puddles. So here's what it looks like right now if you were to walk through it or drive through it. You've got this. It splashes, we see that, but as the temperatures cool down and a little bit later, you're going to be driving over this. This is going to be slick. It's going to be black ice. You may not notice we've got this. So this is something that we need to make sure that we're paying attention to as we're driving out. And of course, we will keep you updated all morning about the road conditions as these temperatures do drop and these roads start to get slick. And that can happen pretty fast. So again, please be careful out on the roads this morning because, you know, it can change super quick. So again, these puddles turning into ice real quick. Of course, we'll keep you updated all morning. Live in Des Moines, Alex Wilson, Local 5 News. We are Iowa.
All right, Alex, thank you very much. Very good advice out there. Be safe. It's definitely raining. Now, we will continue to monitor the roads from every angle this morning, including from right here in our studio. So let's take a look at traffic around the metro. This morning, we are taking a look at I-80 at North I-35. This is the east exit there. As you can see, everything's fine right now. It's very wet. It is definitely raining in the metro right now, kind of hazy, so turn those lights on and be careful out there. But as the temperature drops, as everybody has been talking about all morning so far, it's going to get very dicey out there. So be careful, and we'll let you know if anything does pop up that is going to disrupt that morning commute. But for now, Elias, we're going to toss it back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Sabrina. 5:05, helping you prepare for the storm as we've been doing for days. Today now we want to let you know where places are getting snowfall, where the roads are getting slick. It's important to know what it's like before you head out the door to wherever your destination is. The Iowa DOT is giving people many resources to check conditions before you ever make your way out and to help you decide whether it's the best thing to do. Several apps to track bus times, school closings. One huge upgrade is the cameras attached to those snowplows. Here's a live look right here. They're not using iPhones anymore. They're using actual cameras that take still images of the roadways, and they're all uploaded to the DOT site. 2/3 of the plows have them installed.
It's an idea for them to see what our operators are seeing out on the roadway system right now. It gives them the ability to make the decision. Do I make that trip now, or do I wait a couple hours?
All right, let's take you outside on your Thursday morning. As you can see, it is hazy. It is raining out there.
It's kind of a tough day because it's, depending on where you are, you're getting a mixed bag of precipitation right now, which is kind of tough, I know.
Yeah. So it really depends on where you are. And one thing I'm going to ask our viewers to do is pay attention to the temperature where you are, because that's going to determine what your road conditions are going to be like. Right now in central and southeast Iowa, we're fine. The roads are wet, but if you head out the door now in Des Moines, down toward Ottumwa and Grinnell, temperatures are still above freezing. So if you head out within the next couple of hours in this location, you're going to be okay. But we have icy conditions developing from Council Bluffs over to Carroll, Fort Dodge, Boone, up toward Webster City, Iowa Falls, Mason City, and it's only going to get worse from here on out for those locations. Let's get back to storm tracker radar, and again, a little bit of light rain falling in Des Moines and other portions of eastern and central Iowa. Here's that transition line. This is the line where temperatures are dropping below freezing. So you take first of all a closer look at the metro. Starting to see that cooler air get pretty close to Polk County right now, so a wintry mix could develop here pretty soon. Some lighter snowfall falling from Fort Dodge through Clarion, and then farther to the south, this is what I'm most worried about. All that pink is freezing rain. So that's going to freeze almost immediately upon contact with the ground. So you get that initial icy layer, and then we're going to get some snow on top of that. And we are forecasting 4 to 7 inches in Boone and Perry, 3 to 6 inches in Ames and Atlantic, 2 to 5 inches in Fort Dodge. For Des Moines, about 1 to 3 inches. But again, it'll be icy below that snow. So you have that combination, and it is going to be a very, very dangerous travel day. We'll have more details and keep a close eye on the radar for you throughout the morning, guys.
All right, good deal. Thank you very much, Taylor. We'll check back with you in just a little bit. A man accused of murdering his girlfriend inside a Johnston apartment was back in the courtroom. This is Abraham Roberts. He's accused of shooting Agnes Yarley. Investigators say Roberts took off to Canada after the incident. He was brought back. Abraham Roberts seemed emotionless in the courtroom Wednesday as police officers answered questions from the prosecution. Body camera footage from inside Roberts' apartment was shown to the jury, showing the hours right after Agnes Yarley was shot and killed. We're not showing it here this morning as it might be too graphic for some of our morning viewers, but in the video, officers are trying to secure the area looking for Roberts and a potential weapon. They were not able to find him, but they did find Agnes Yarley slumped over on the couch, showing no signs of life.
You had described seeing visible gunshot wounds to the knee and the top of Agnes's head, is that right?
That is correct.
Was there any indication in the living room that a gun was used?
Yes, I found 3 expended shell casings and a live round of ammo.
Police say they also found a baby in a rocker by Yarley when she was found dead. That baby was not harmed. The state plans to call more witnesses when the trial resumes today at 9. If you've missed anything from the first 2 days of this trial, You can find all of our coverage on our website, weareiowa.com.
We have some sad new details this morning about a stabbing that happened in September. After 4 months in and out of the hospital, 77-year-old Robert Howe died Monday, stabbed inside his Urbandale home back in September. This is who has been charged in this break-in. 19-year-old McGay and Key Kerr broke in through a window and tried to steal from that home. This was, they say, a home invasion. That's when Mr. Howe fought back. Police say Anai Kerr stabbed him and then stole his car. During the entire time in the hospital, Robert's wife says he was in a lot of pain. Local 5's Angelina Salcido sat down with her yesterday as she is now mourning her husband's death.
There was nothing good going to come out of it unless he was going to be able to come back and be who he was. It changed everything that everyone in our family did.
Here's the sad part is the grandkids were inside the home during that attack. Robert's wife tells us the hardest part will be trying to tell the girls and help them understand that their grandpa is never going to be coming home again. Robert's wife plans to be there to testify in the McGay and Key Kerr's trial. She expects the charges to be increased now since Robert's death. 5:11. Busy day here, folks. Short break now, though.
When we come back, we are tracking the forecast around central Iowa. We'll have live reports on road conditions as you head out this morning up north and here in the metro. 5:11. We'll be right back.
You're watching Good Morning Iowa in HD. We are Iowa.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I want you to take a look at current temperatures. We have just now fallen below the freezing mark in Des Moines. So that means from here on out, roads will become icy pretty quickly as this cold front sweeps across central Iowa. In fact, the airport already reporting freezing rain at the moment. So keep that in mind. Same story for Ames, where it's 28 degrees, down to 18 in Fort Dodge, where some light snow is falling. Still 51 in Ottumwa. That's a huge difference in temperatures. That just goes to show how strong this cold front is moving across the state. So we have 51 in Ottumwa. We're down to 15 in Spencer. So nearly a 40-degree difference from southeast Iowa to northwest Iowa. That cold front's going to continue to move through the state throughout the morning here. So we'll see temperatures drop to the teens probably by 9 o'clock this morning here in Des Moines, and we'll stay put there for the rest of the day. Also, keep in mind it's going to be windy, so our wind chills for most of the day will be below zero. That's just another factor on top of all of this mess. So again, freezing rain, a possibility, actually a likelihood here in Des Moines over the next hour or two. And then probably between 7 and 8 o'clock, that switches to all snow. And that snow threat will stick around through the rest of the morning and even early this afternoon, guys.
All right, Taylor, how long do you think it takes for that rain to freeze now that it's below zero?
We've been saying the phrase flash freeze.
Yeah.
We say that for a reason because these temperatures are dropping quick. I would give it 30 minutes to an hour before we start to see that ice pop up.
Go to work now.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Taylor. We have team coverage this morning of the big story, and of course that is the winter weather forecast.
So one thing we see is what Taylor sees in the radar. Another thing we see is what our crews are seeing out in the field. Local 5 meteorologist Brandon Lawrence is in Boone tracking the weather in northwest Iowa, where it is below freezing right now.
Brandon, how is it looking out there this morning?
So Taylor mentioned how cold and the wind. It's very windy here. And of course, it did rain quite a bit here overnight as well. And now that temperatures are below freezing at this point here in Boone, we are starting to see what we call flash freezing. So all the water that was on the ground is now turning to ice. I picked some of this up. I kind of scraped it off the ground. If you can see, already turning to ice all over the ground. So be careful as you're traveling along Highway 30 and I-35 up towards the Ames area, Story County, and Boone County. And of course, as snow continues to move in our direction, we will be expecting that to arrive here in the next 30 to 45 minutes. Of course, Boone County, one of the counties under a winter storm warning today. For now, live in downtown Boone, I'm Brandon Lawrence, Local 5 News. We are Iowa.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Again, proof right there with what he's picking up off the ground. We also want to see how the impacts are being felt here now that it is below freezing in central Iowa.
That's right. Local 5's Alex Wilson joins us now in Des Moines talking about the metro commute. Good morning, Alex. How are the roads looking?
Good morning, guys. Well, the roads right now, we're out here in Sherman Hill. They're wet, nothing freezing here just yet. However, there's an app, it's Iowa 511, so I've been checking road conditions on there, and actually it's showing that some roads here in the metro, along with some to the west of the metro, so Urbandale, Clive, West Des Moines, there's some roads there that are already partially covered, and what that means is partially covered with ice. So, as Taylor has said, temperatures are dropping, so that freezing is starting to happen. So as we're going out on the roads, we need to make sure that we're paying attention to that because, again, these course, roads are wet because of this rain, so that freeze is going to be happening, and we need to watch for black ice. Again, we'll keep you updated all morning on road conditions. Live in Des Moines, Alex Wilson, Local 5 News. We are Iowa.
Alex, thank you for being out there for us this morning. We'll check back in with both Alex and Brandon throughout the rest of the morning just to get a feel as to what it's like out there. And don't forget, our winter weather updates are at the palm of your hand on our We Are Iowa app. When the ice and the snow hits, you'll know it because we'll send those alerts right to your phone. You can find it for free. Download it from the Apple and Android stores. Just search We Are Iowa.